Hello. Are we here? Are we okay? Now we're here. How is everybody doing tonight? We don't have anybody in yet, so hopefully, looks like we have one person now. I'm a little bit earlier than usual weekdays, but I rushed and got in here. So, hi, Frazzled. How are you? Oh, there's Top Hats. Nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you very much. What do you guys think of? Somebody had suggested um, the Darlie Routier case, and I thought really that's probably not a bad idea when you're, you know, with covering the Quentin Simon case, to maybe just go ahead and look into some of the mommies who did it. So what do you guys think about doing that? I was thinking tomorrow we would do Susan Smith, and then oh, hello, Pam. Hi. Oh, yes, it was Liz is who recommended this story. And it made me think, yeah, we should probably just go ahead and cover some of the bad mommies. So I thought tomorrow we will do Susan Smith, and then Thursday, Diane Downs. And then I don't know if you guys know, but Friday I will be doing Friday Night Fun from Vegas. So our grandson, his football team won the state championship. So we're going to Vegas this weekend for regional playoffs, and they are undefeated. It's a blast. And you did make it, Liz. And then after that, if we get through regionals next month, we will be in Orlando for nationals. So I'll be doing Friday Night Fun from Vegas this Friday. Would be an insight to share treats. Right. See, this is what I'm thinking. I think it was a great idea. Awesome. That is awesome. I'm glad to be there. Hello, Texas Life. Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Hi, Jesse. I think it's a great idea to look into. I think I had told you guys I've been trying to do a little bit of a deep dive into somebody like Billy Joe, who's actually raised, more than one child that takes a life. But really, this is also something else really good to look into. And that's why I kind of thought it doesn't appear, with Darlie Routier, it doesn't appear her motive was anything like a man. And that's where we know the motive for Susan Smith and Diane Downs was the motive was a man. And although I think we know that there's something deeply wrong with anybody who does any of these kinds of things. I mean, every time I hear things like, well, they were, insane, it's like, well, yeah, most people, there is definitely something mentally wrong with you if you take a life, period. If you're not defending yourself or, I mean, so, but there has to be something about somebody who's able to do this. And I think this one's a really good one because this one is not like, this was not about keeping a man or anything like that, like Susan Smith or Diane Downs. But, you know, there are some other issues here that it doesn't mean she's totally a different person um, than Leilani. Completely different person. But there's obviously some kind of shared trait in there. There obviously is. Because, you know, I think 99.9% mothers would, you know, dive in front of a moving train for their children. There's nothing on earth that would make you want to get rid of a child. So there's obviously something very right. What roots feed the right? Because, you know, you tend to think, okay, this is environmental, or it's, I don't, you know, who knows? It's a really crazy thing to think that, where does that come from? And then you have people that grow up in situations that you can't believe that they didn't do something horrible. And they don't. I mean, I don't know. It's so crazy. And, you know, we talked about it the other night, where how many times are things happening that it just doesn't come to the level that we end up knowing about it? You know, I mean, I have before heard people say things to their kids that I thought, oh, wow. You know, I wouldn't be able to handle saying something like that. But, you know, what drives you to actually take that extra step and say that money, because it kind of appears with Darlie that money was a factor, although it wasn't much money. I mean, wow. I think $10,000. Again, you would scrape up $1 million somehow, some way to save your child. You wouldn't take them away to make $1 million. So I don't know. What's the magic number? There's not one for most people. There's not. 10,000 seems really, really crazy. But there are lots of factors in there. So I don't know. You know, I obviously I don't know. And I'm glad I don't. I'm glad that I cannot relate to these people. Thank God. You know, if you can relate to them. Oh, you're not familiar with it. Yeah, it's quite old. Yeah, it was funny when Liz brought it up. I was like, oh, I instantly started recalling lots of situation with it. I just did a quick rundown of some things, and I have all of my resources in the description for what we're going through. I remember it very well. I remember a lot of these things very well because I just have always watched this stuff and read. Like Diane Downs, I've been very. A lot of you probably haven't heard of Diane Downs either, but I've read, I think, at least 2 books on her situation, and she was. Her situation pretty much started in Arizona. It ended in Oregon, but in Arizona is where I live. But we're gonna. I have heard it. Oh, you know what? I should play that, huh? Yeah, you know, I listened to several different types of situations on, or, you know, different shows today. I read an article about somebody who believes that she's innocent, and I listened to a podcast about someone who thinks that her husband did it. I tried to listen to several different things. I, of course, formed my own opinion a long time ago about her. And not only that, she was convicted, you know, so I don't think that she's innocent. I don't. Oh, hello, Mr. Snotty. You made it, huh? He's not here with me tonight. He is on a business trip, so he's not here. Yeah, I listened to one. I did put links down below of the things I listened to and the ones I read. And, you know, it's really hard because, there are so many factors. There was some, I can remember kind of feeling a little bit of doubt at one time with her, but you just can't really go there when you look at everything involved. There's a lot that just barely. Yeah, I was going to say, you haven't even let me know that you made it safe yet. No, I think you're right. That actually, I do. I do think that, Liz, her husband is a little bit shady. And I listened to some story today that actually brought more of that into the picture. Um, or more. I learned more about it than I had. Hi, 50 Shades. Um, and it does sound really weird if it's true. Some of the stuff I heard is really odd that he did. Um, like apparently he immediately, and like I said, it's linked in the 911 call. All of it is linked in the description box. But he said, the police officer said that first thing he ever said to him was, "Isn't his wife beautiful?" That's a very odd thing to say when all of this is going on. I think what I'll do, I'll real quick, I'll just run through it really quick, just the story real quick, and then we'll go through the bullet points and stuff. Yeah, I had to find out through internet. He made it. Oh, did he put it on there? I didn't see that. Oh, I see what you're saying now, Tapa. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Supposedly the innocent project. Oh, see, I kept looking to see. I didn't see. I know that a lot of people are are really pushing hard for her. I do know that. And I will say, but then there's also a lot of people that are pushing hard for oh man, I just lost my head right now. Well, some people believe that, Jodi Arias is innocent. Well, I mean, actually she even admitted to that, but who was it I was thinking of that people had? Oh my gosh, I just left my head. No, I know a lot of. Pamela Smart. A lot of people have been behind her. I think that happens in every case. You do have some people that don't believe it, and it is hard. I mean, there's enough there that makes you think a little bit. But there's some things that you just really can't. I think you really can't ignore. Oh, Jodi is a nut job. That actually happened here in Arizona too. You can't believe the people that literally defend her though. So stupid, so crazy. I mean, that one is literally crazy. And I mean, what kind of person does that? She nearly took his head off. That's crazy. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Oh yeah, she was some. Oh my goodness. I was so nervous. We'd had so many bad verdicts that I think you should move. Oh my goodness, that's funny that you say that. Oh my god, no, I mean it's not funny. I love it here. I'm an Arizona native, and there's not many of those around here these days. She did like the attention. She did. Yeah, that's the one that she just wasn't going to let go of. She decided that was going to happen, and she meant it. That's funny because I wondered also, what do you guys think? We had somebody talk about this. Minnesota, welcome to. We had somebody talk about a I don't even know if I'm allowed to say homicide suicide situation the other night, and I know that there was one of those in Arizona several years ago, and it was a pretty big one. It was the man took 2 children and his wife and then himself, and it turned out to be a very close friend of my nephew's. And then, you know, I told you last week that while we were in Savannah, I had gotten a call in the middle of the night that I had another family member involved in one of those. And as it turns out, my nephew is still alive, and he's doing really well right now. He's still got a long way to go. The other person ended his own life, but yeah, my nephew was shot 5 times. He still has a bullet in his brain and hit a major artery, and it was a pretty serious. It is a very serious thing. But you know, when we were talking about it, and I'm like, wow, that just happened right here to my nephew. But I thought maybe we might next week kind of go into some of those situations, because again, what really makes, well, thank you very much. We're very hopeful. When I first heard about it, we were not sure what we were doing, but it's looking like he might come out of this okay. I don't know about okay for sure, but yeah, it was really pretty crazy, and it was a big news story here and stuff. It actually happened while we were on our flight to Savannah. But I thought maybe we might kind of look into some of those, because maybe I shouldn't I'm just saying, you know, there's so many things that you think that people, you know, how many times have we said to ourselves, you know, thank God for unanswered prayer. So many times you think that something needs to happen for you, and then you go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it didn't, because now this happened and this has been so good. What makes somebody just say it's, you know, they just can't take it and they can't have it? It's horrifying, because where does that come from? And another thing, you know, is there any way of seeing that ahead of time? How can you ever possibly imagine that it might happen? You know, there's just so many crazy things about this. And why do people do some of the things that they do? Why can't, and you, to me, I think, I remember in junior high, to me, what I always say is junior high is the worst time of your whole life, because to me, you're not a child, you're not an adult. You don't really fit in either way. And quite honestly, today, as of today, I have never been smarter in my life than I was in junior high. I knew everything, and I could not believe how damn stupid everybody on earth was. Never been that smart again. But it's a hard age to be. And so I'm always talking to my grandkids about, you know, this is a hard age, and you just need to know, you know, there's nothing that whatever happens, come home, talk to your parents, everything will work out. And it's hard to make people know that things will work out. There are brighter days ahead. It can happen. So what makes a full-grown adult decide that they just cannot? And then they take another person with them. It's just really crazy. And what is it that maybe people antagonize? I am not victim shaming. Believe me, whoever does these things, that is on them, 1,000%. But you just think, is there something that maybe just I don't know. I don't know. What makes a person just decide to? You're not just going to end your own life. You're taking people with you. Remember that one of several years ago that dressed up as Santa Claus and went with all those kids? Oh, that was. That guy actually, I think, thought he was going to get by with it. He took off, or he thought he was going to get run off or something. So many times they're not even intending it. They know they're going to end it themselves. And I guess to me, a lot of times I thought, if you're going to do it to yourself, then just do it to yourself. Why do you have to take other people? And then that family member in that, what's it called? Paradise, Florida. Oh, I'm getting all off the, I'm getting all into the weeds here. I'm so sorry. I just kind of thought I would see what you guys think about talking about these things. It's just what kind of thing you guys think you would be interested in. Because it is just awful. It is. And how do you do that? What makes you decide that, you're just, and to not even just yourself, which you wish you could just make people not do that to themselves, that it'll be better. It will get better. It has to. I don't know. Personally, I feel that every bit of this is up to God. It is not up to any of us to decide whose life needs to be taken, mine included, anybody's. I'm pushing 60 and I'm very old school and thought it went wrong when an old-fashioned woodshed whippings are unacceptable. I'm going to tell you I agree. No, you're that is, I believe 100% in that. I do. I know I tell my grandkids, our teachers had paddles in the room. I can't help but feel that, I don't know that I want to go that far that anybody else needs to put their hands on my child. And I didn't spank a lot, my kids, when they were little. But, I had 2 rules. Nobody got in trouble for accidentally spilling their milk. But number 1, if you go to run out in the street, something that can hurt you, I'm going to paddle your butt. You are not, because when I say stop, you got to stop. And I did not tolerate disrespect. If they gave me disrespect, they got in trouble, big trouble. I didn't put up with that. My daughter was pretty headstrong, so she had to have a couple of little pops in the mouth that said, I don't take that crap. I don't take it. And they need to understand that society's not going to put up with an ass. Which today we do put up with asses, if you ask me. Disrespect is run amok, quite frankly. My idea is everybody needs to do whatever they feel like they need to do. It's not my business. Stay out of my business. I stay out of yours. But being respectful is, I was talking to my daughter today and I told her I don't believe in a hell below. I believe in a hell. Oh, yep. I would not. I pushed 60 and it pushed back. Yeah, Mr. Snotty's already gone past that 60. Not me, not quite. When they took God out of schools. Yep, that's my opinion too. You know, my sister said to my aunt one day, she said, you know, I know that God didn't make somebody come and shoot that school up, but he didn't stop it either. And my aunt said, well, we don't know how many he does stop. And we took him out of there. When suffering depression, one cannot see a way out, does excuse me. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How do you get it through? How do you say that to somebody? Like, I promise you it'll be okay. This is not, I can't imagine being there as an adult. You know, I'm not going to lie. When my mom died when I was 12, I thought, I just don't want to live, you know. But that's what I'm saying. We all think that every once in a while, but to really just put a bull, you know, to just, no, you're right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, discipline is far from exactly right. Yeah, I can remember that kids got swatted at school when I went to school. I never did. But it was something that can happen. But also what you do is, for me, I simply just didn't tolerate certain behavior. Period. You know, for my kids, when they were teenagers, I said, listen, this is a deal. This is my deal. I will never say no within reason and convenience if I trust you. If I don't trust you, it's always no. I'm not taking it. And if there's ever a time I don't know where you are, I will hunt you down. And from then on, we sleep in the same room. I'll padlock us in there and I go to class with you. I'll walk from class to class. You are not going to run the damn streets and that's not happening. It is not happening. I didn't say I'll beat you to death. I said, I'll be a shadow that you will wish like hell was not there. You'll be so sick of me, you won't be able to stand it. Take a shower, there I am, right there. No way do you just do whatever the hell you please. You don't know what to do as a child. You don't understand things. You don't get to make decisions. That's why you're a child. Somebody makes them for you. Right. You don't have to be beat, but you can have a little pat on your butt. Absolutely. No, I definitely never believed in that, and quite honestly, I mean, if they know you mean business, you know, I will be on. My granny told me one time, if you don't mean it, don't say it. Um, she said, I get so tired of hearing people say, you know, stop, 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 stop. And she's like, you know, just quit saying it because you make everybody look stupid here. Um, if you say it, then mean it. And she said, because otherwise you're lying to them. Don't sit there and say, you're going to have this if you don't stop. You're going to have this. And then you never really do it. Mean exactly what you're saying. And I took that to heart. When I said no to my kids, I damn well meant it. I was not kidding. They can tell you, all it took was for me to give them a look and they just stopped. And it is not because they were beat. But I did not put up with shit. I did not. And I got two awesome, well, I have four awesome children. Only two that I raised, but we got four amazing children. I am not a believer in religion, but I know this isn't it. I know there's something else in the sky. So. Oh, thank you. I will tell one. No, you're right. No, thank you for that, Jesse. Yeah, and everybody has their own beliefs. You know, this is something that I feel like, I mean, I definitely believe in it. Um, and again, I don't tell anybody else what to think about anything. nobody can tell me how to feel about anything. I'm going to feel how I feel, and I would never dream of telling somebody else. I happen to believe in it, but you're right. Especially the way things are getting to be. My goodness. It's kind of, it's, things are getting bad. But I do think they can get much worse. I'm pretty sure they can. And yeah, you have to believe that there's something. I have to believe that I'm going to, I just do believe that I'm going to see my mother and my father someday again. I just believe that. But no, absolutely, top hats. I say it once. If I had to say it a second time, it was not good. Not good. They'll tell you that today. I've told my grandkids, hey, go ahead and ask your mom what happened if she ever talked to me like that. Because that would not have happened. That's exactly right, Jesse. Exactly. Everybody has, and that's why right before Halloween, a week before, something like that, we actually did our Friday night fun with somebody came on and read tarot cards to everybody. It was a lot of fun. And I was the first one to say, that's not something I necessarily believe in, but I can have a good time with it. We must take a stand against the bullies. I'm a bit of a rebel myself. Yep. No, I understand what you're saying there, Pam. That is so funny. I had a little brother that just put me through hell with, frogs and whatever. Um, but also, I had three older sisters, and the youngest one from me, there were 6.5 years. I have to say 6.5 because I always say 7. She says 6. 6.5 years between us. But if somebody did something to me, I came home and my sisters went and took care of that. Nobody was allowed to mess with me at all. Yeah, boys. Oh my goodness. Oh, there are things I still am like, I almost can't even live with it. Yep. Yeah, it makes you somebody. I preach my 13-year-old granddaughter so much. What and who? Where is it is, and that is scary. It is scary because you think, it can just be one thing that turns, you know, just turns your life into a different direction. It's a very terrifying thing because for me, if one of my grandkids if I thought there were drugs involved, I'll do this with my kids. I'm your shadow. I will give up every damn thing on earth, and I will not get. That terrifies me. Absolutely terrifies me. Oh wow, yeah, I was. Yeah, there's 4 of us girls. Yeah, frazzled. I think so too. We are going to see our loved ones, and I believe that. I don't. Again, I'm not trying to push anybody to do anything. It's not my business, and I do worry about people that I feel like me. I do. I can't help that. Um, I can't help but worry about people's souls because I know it scares me to think that maybe they won't, you know. But and there's nothing wrong with just being a good person. To me, that's one thing I always say. We hear all these things about like Mormon religion or whatever. I don't put down any religion because who am I to put down anybody's religion? My problem is always if you are doing something that you don't feel is right in your heart, then you're probably in the wrong religion. But I can't tell you your religion's right, mine's right. That's for everybody's choice. But I hear a lot of things about Mormon religion here and there. I don't entirely know their beliefs, and so I'm not going to go there. But one thing I can say is I've seen some very good things from Mormon. They do a lot for people, and they're very family oriented. So I don't know. I can't dog that. I just can't. I know I may sound harsh, but in reality, I only ever had to get after him a couple of times. And he is a great young man. He has been raised to be his own person. He's made good decisions. That's how I feel, Top Hats. My kids already knew. They didn't get in a lot of trouble, but they knew they would. That's what I think. I don't know. I know they hid things from me. Of course they did, but not a lot. We're pretty involved. There are so many of them that who even knows. Right. Who am I to say that you shouldn't be Catholic or whatever? That's my little granddaughter came home from school singing a song about good touch, bad touch. Or teach me that for the kids. Oh, wow. Oh, what did he say? I didn't see what Mr. Snotty said. I haven't seen him pipe up at all. I have a feeling that he might be on a conference call. I haven't seen him. Oh, yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, Frazzled. I don't know. I was always pretty bad that I wanted the school to leave a lot of things up to me and for them to just teach my kids how to do reading, writing, and arithmetic. That was kind of they got a little too involved with your life. And that's a tough thing because we keep talking about schools being involved when it comes to CPS and stuff. I don't mean to say that there's none of that, but I don't know. I kind of wanted them to stay out of my business. I mean, if your teacher is going to decide what your kid should think, maybe you need to okay with me about that. I don't know. Yeah, I think he must be on a call. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not completely okay. Okay, I see what you're saying, Frazzle. Yeah, no, I definitely believe in somebody has to make sure they understand that. I just feel like I always did that myself. Um, I just would be a little nervous if you're going to bring something in that maybe definitely they don't want to be touched. It just seems a little bit weird to me. I read somewhere that the consequence part of the brain doesn't develop until. Oh, I believe that entirely. Top hats. No, I do. No, you're right. I think though, I do believe that you do know something's not right. We all had that feeling like, I mean, I was never abused. I'm not going to say that I wasn't. But there were always times when I'm like, I feel like I better just walk away from this. Hi, Tina. Um, I think everybody has that instinct that something's not right. But I think a lot of times kids are very afraid to say. And are practically wiped out compared to most of us. Yeah, it's the teachers can be so they can play such a huge role in your life. I had teachers that I absolutely loved. Um, my I had my 54th birthday last week, and my seventh grade geography teacher told me happy birthday. I mean, that's kind of crazy, right? Um, and something that was really remarkable to me was I worked at my kids' school when they were in elementary, and this kid came in one day and I said, "Is your grandma's name Carol?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Tell her that Jackie says hi." And he came back and he said, "My grandma said she loves you." And she was not ever even my own teacher. But after my mom died, she was so sweet to me, and she meant a lot to me. They can be huge in your life. I just always worry about other influences on I always worried about other influences on my kids. Oh, see, okay. You weren't taught that then, Jesse. Okay. See, I guess I don't know. Afraid and ashamed. You're right. I believe that. I think people just are afraid and ashamed. You're right. Wow. I didn't ever realize that, Jesse. I didn't. I kind of felt that, I don't know. I guess nobody ever said it to, I don't know. I never had anybody do that to me. So I'm very, very fortunate. I know that I just think I always kind of felt that kids just knew that. I don't know. I can't remember anyone ever telling me that. I know my mom was very protective, extremely protective. Yeah, it does take a village, and it well, like we've said, we all have decided Quentin belongs to all of us. We all have to take care of everybody. We have to take care of each other. I was always pretty big about the moral values and stuff come from home because I don't know what you're teaching my kid. No, there are some teachers, like I've said, they are worth their weight in gold. I've had some be very, very good to me, but I've had working at the school district. I met some teachers that should not have been teaching kids. That really, that was very disappointing to me. But I did see some that literally like got in trouble from the principal more than their own students. Yeah, I was too, Texas. Yeah, I was, my dad was a homicide detective, and I was literally at 15 years old. I couldn't cross the road by myself. He was terrified. I couldn't go to church on a Friday night because there's too many people out drinking on Friday nights on the road. Like he was super. Yeah, they're not all good. It's just like anything else, right? Not all cops are good. Not There's bad people everywhere. And you have to know that some of them are teachers too. Um, oh yeah, my dad was terrified to death. We couldn't go anywhere. One time I asked if I could go to a movie and he was like, "Oh my God, no, absolutely not." And I was in high school. So, oh, I'll take you to the movie. Yeah, he let me see it, but no, we did not. He was very, very strict. You all need to turn on Court TV tonight after this live. It's about, oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. we've kind of veered off of this, of what we were doing here. But you guys tell me what, if you want me to shut my mouth. Church was our second home. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in church. And you know what? I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I did personally. Kids made fun of me at school because I loved it. I loved church camp so much. My grandson has gone to church camp the last 2 years, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh my, are you serious? Oh my gosh. So what do you say? Do we need to get off here? Is there any way I can bring it up? How can we watch this? I don't know how to do that. You hated being forced to go. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it's so funny to me now that just about a month ago, we were over at my aunt's house, and I look up and I can still see things that I made in Vacation Bible School and in Campfire Girls on her wall. Oh my God. You know what, Frazzled? I'll get mad. I got a very, very weird comment today, and I wasn't even going to bring it. I really feel like I need to ignore it, but it did make me feel super weird, and I've been very uncomfortable about it. Things are right, right. And you know what? Things are happening that I don't think I am. Things are happening for the wrong reasons. And I'm very uncomfortable about it. I thought this a while back, and I actually brought it up to Marley, or to Molly, Molly, wow, about when I went on her stream and when she came on mine. There are certain people, they're doing things that don't seem to make any sense. And I think it has, I decided that what they're really trying to do, there's a group of people, and maybe I think there's a couple different groups. I don't know, because I didn't think they were related, connected. But what they want to do is they want to take Molly off the internet. I think that that is not okay. My belief, number one, I don't know if anybody knows this, I don't care for Katie Joy at all. And I've had people ask me to sign petitions to get her off of YouTube. I won't ever do that because I don't think that's okay to do. I don't believe in canceling people. I think that if people have a right to say whatever they want to say, you don't have to watch them. You don't have to listen to it. You're right. It's about my, okay. But also, what is wrong with people making money? I also don't have a problem with people who make money. And when you're trying to attack Molly for being there, for making money, when that's exactly what you're doing. There's something I'm very uncomfortable about because and there is a reason this person did it. This person sent me a message today that let me know that she knew things that happened in Savannah that were not on any video. And it made me feel really weird. Because I don't believe she's involved with those crazy crackhead people. Which again, somebody also really called me out for saying that. And I said, I'm not going to feel bad for it. Drugs have caused a big problem in my life, and I will call them out any damn time I want to. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I do not appreciate what drugs do to people's lives. Somebody insinuated the other day that I've lived in a bubble. Well, you're full of shit. I have not lived in a bubble. I have been very, very blessed in many ways. But drugs have caused big problems in my life, to my family, and I do not appreciate it. And I don't care if I have offended a crackhead, ever. Don't give a shit. That's who I am. Stay away from, keep your garbage out of my life, because I cannot stand it. But to make a very, very distinct, yep, drugs took your sister. I'm very sorry. Drugs took my sister for 35 years. Thank God she came out of it, and I have her back now. Yes, we lost our son last year to drugs. Basically, it was ultimately drugs was the issue. So yes, I am not, like I said to somebody deleted my my comment, which I find really funny, after I was told that I grew up in some bullshit. I said, don't assume you know my life, because drugs have been a big problem. And we lost our son last year because of drugs. I have a nephew who is in prison because of drugs, he took a life. That's rough. That's very rough. I have 2 great nieces that we don't know where they're at. We don't know, because they got fed the hell up of their family trying to put them in rehab. They don't want to get off. We don't know where they're at. Drugs has affected my life to the point, if you think I give a shit that you don't like me talking about it, too bad. Don't listen to me. Don't talk to me. I hate drugs. I hate drugs. They have taken, if it were just teeth that they take, like those idiots that were down there, that might be one thing, okay? But no, too many people's lives are affected by this. It is very much a victim. There's a lot of crime due to that shit. And people's lives, people who could have had a completely different life, just don't. It absolutely destroys families. It destroys everything. I knew you would be. See, that's okay. Frazzle, what you're saying. I believe Molly has a huge heart. And I keep having people try to tell me stuff. And I'm like, okay, first of all, don't assume I don't have my own mind. Don't. I am not a follower at all. I have believed that she has a big heart. I just feel that. That's why I made her that shirt. Because that's what people say about me. That I have a big heart, but this mouth can get me. It's the way I think about her. I believe she has a big heart. And that's. And you know what, though? This is a thing, Frazzle. This is my problem with it. Even if I didn't think that about her, even if, I think she has a big heart. I believe that. I don't know anybody's mind. I can't say that I know anybody for sure. That's very much what I feel about it. I also think she makes me laugh till I piss myself sometimes. I think she's hilarious. But even if I didn't, I don't think it's okay for her to be taken offline. And this is what I believe there are people trying to do. I think people are trying to have her taken offline. That is not okay with me. I don't care if you like her or not. And this is why I constantly push back with this one creator because I get so annoyed with her. And she very much today, just probably about an hour before I came on, wrote back to let me know that she knew things that went on in Savannah that she would not know. And I feel very weird about that. And I think it is such a push against Molly. I believe that. They pretend it's about something else. If you notice, they've been pretending it's about donations and, all this nonsense. By the way, that's who it is. When that can't be what it's about. And I keep saying that. What is your real motive here? Because I'm not buying this. I am not a mouthpiece for anybody, nor I wouldn't and I couldn't be, because it would not come out right. You would smell it on me a mile away because it would not come out right. If I lie to you, you'll know, because I have to act weird. I used to tell people in high school, I'm not kidding, if you steal from somewhere, you will get caught, because I'm going to break into hives. I'm going to turn into a damn nervous wreck. And it happened. Every time someone stole in front of me, they got caught. And I said, I've told you, we were kids, whatever. I don't steal, and I'll get you busted in a heartbeat, guaranteed, because I'll go into a damn nervous fit. I can't take it. So I'm not a follower. You can't get me to do something I don't want to do. I just won't. But I keep being called a follower, which irritates me a little bit. I can ignore most of it. But I'm very uncomfortable for someone to say things that they should not even know about. And she did it for a reason. It's weird. It's very, very weird. Oh, it's not. I don't think that is. No, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. She's very condescending. I don't care for that. I push back with her a little bit, and then she always says, oh, you're just, one of Molly's trolls, one of Molly's this and that. Well, no, I'm not. I think what you're doing is weird. I think it's really weird. But yeah, she made me feel really weird today. I wasn't going to talk. I told myself I'm going to talk about it, but here I am, because I have to be a big fat mouth. No, Liz, they don't just affect the user. Not at all. And someone told me this week, well, you don't know if somebody's in recovery. Well, let me just tell you something. I do know about people who go to recovery and it's bullshit. They go to make somebody happy. They don't really mean it. If you are in recovery, 100%, I love it. I love that my sister is recovered addict. I am so thankful. I didn't speak to her for 15 years. And she had been my best friend. She'd been everything. I'm so thankful for that. But you know what else? If you're in recovery, good. Congratulations. I hope it works out very well for you. But I do not have to shut my mouth about what drugs have done to my family, because it has ruined a lot. Our son was an amazing man. And he's not here anymore. And that's when you will get me fired the fuck up. I don't appreciate that. You know what? Don't tell me I don't know what the hell's going on. Don't tell me I've lived in a bubble, that everything has been perfect in my life. Yes, I have an amazing life. I'm very blessed. But drugs have caused a lot of heartache to me, and I despise them. I despise them. And I'm not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to shut my mouth. This is the reason I started a channel. I sat around listening to things just frustrated. I want to say something, whether anybody hears it or not. I need to say it. I need to say something because I can't stand some of this shit. And these drugs on the street and the way kids today, kids literally, it's like there's no regard for life. Nobody gives a crap. It's like, my niece told me one day what was probably his time. He was 17 years old doing drugs and drowned. How the hell is that his time? Who the hell thinks that way? That is no way to think. It's not his time. It's like life doesn't mean anything to anybody. Well, you know, these lives mean a hell of a lot to me. And to go around acting like I might offend somebody because I have a problem with crackheads, then be offended. I don't give a shit. Nobody has a right to not be offended. Shit offends me too. Like drugs. It can happen so easily and get right. I just warned someone today because he had surgery and they gave him some strong meds. That's how it can start. No, you're absolutely right. Yes, top hats. Yes, people get it starts from it starts a lot of times from just getting, you know, pain medicine or something from, and you don't even realize. No, it is very terrifying. It is. And that's just the thing. You know, when our son was in the hospital last year from a motorcycle accident, and they were giving him strong drugs, and I was nervous about it because he was in a lot of pain. I was very nervous about him getting drugs. But unbeknownst to my husband and I, his girlfriend was sneaking drugs into the hospital. So I didn't have to worry about what they were giving him because she was bringing it in. So when he had surgery, he didn't get through surgery because he was taking drugs. And the thing that really, when we got to the hospital that night, they called us to hurry because, you know, with COVID, we couldn't go. I mean, it was a nonsense with COVID. But when we get down there, they literally like frisk us. We didn't even know he was gone yet. They literally searched my purse, searched our bodies, didn't know, had us go all around everywhere. And then decided to tell us that because we had given him drugs, he didn't make it. My husband and I, his father and I, yeah. Because we had. They knew damn well they had caught the girlfriend that day and still went ahead and gave him surgery and pretended that we had possibly done it. Yeah. That's how we found out he was gone while we were being accused of having brought drugs in there. Well, we damn sure did not bring drugs in there. Never in a million damn years would I do something like that. You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what heroin looks like. I have no idea what it even looks like. But I will not have somebody telling me, yep, Jessie Lynn, I believe so too. Yep. It was quite a thing. Yep. Can you imagine? Yep. And act like she's part of the family. Whatever. You know, I have to really, you know, still days I want to get in my car and drive over there and handle it myself, but obviously that's not what I'm going to do. You know, he made his choices too. He was a grown man. He was had a great job. He was a good guy, very good guy, amazing guy, and quite the looker. He was a very handsome boy. Oh, doesn't it though? Can you imagine we're standing there and they are literally telling us that and I was like, why don't we didn't, but what's going on? And then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, he's gone. That's how we found out, by them accusing us. Mhm. By them saying that yeah. See, okay, I know what you're saying. Yep, I understand what you're saying, Jesse. It's a really hard thing. And so, okay, enablers are good. See, I believe that too. You know how many people said to me, um, that if Mr. Snotty asked you to do that, you would do it. And I said, I know I would not. Are you kidding me? Hell, no, I wouldn't. No, I would not do that. Anybody on earth that thinks I'm going to bring them drugs or up a shit creek, don't ever count on me for that, because I will not have any part of it. Not any part of it whatsoever. They knew damn well. They actually ended up telling us that they had found it that day on her because they knew it was happening. My issue is, why did you put him in surgery if you knew he was on something? We've been, I should really stop, because I just become completely, it's not only heartbreaking, it's infuriating. Should not have happened. And that's why when everybody's like, oh, well, so and so is their power of attorney. Well, my husband was his power of attorney. She wasn't. She wasn't his wife. But so how do you do this? Like your nephew, she should be right. That's what I think. I think she's absolutely guilty as shit. I think the doctors, I think they're guilty. If they knew to blame us and they knew he was on it. So if you knew he was on something that you hadn't given him and it wasn't safe to be in surgery, then why did you do it? See, I didn't understand that part. Yes, that's okay. Sorry. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I know. I can make myself crazy. Especially when people want to tell me that I have lived this perfect life and I have no right talking about crackheads. I don't give a shit. I'll talk about crackheads all day long, every day. Don't give a crap about them. Hi, Jenny Lee. I'm sorry. Will I lose everybody if I go to the restroom? I'm so sorry. They will cover their part so they can't get. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they can't get sued. Yeah, I don't mean to be a crybaby at all. I promise I don't. I really never did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm like, go ahead and be pissed off at me. I don't give a crap. Oh, turn sound off. Okay. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry. Thank you. So I'm here. I found. Wait, let me see what everything's. Um. Oh, that's sweet, top hats. That mouth. Yeah, yeah. I have a mouth. I do. Hello, Taryn. Oh, that's awesome. Welcome. Yeah, I didn't mean to get so. Yeah, I don't know. I've done this twice, and I told myself I wasn't going to do this. Um, I just there's things that I don't like, but you know what? I cannot. I didn't come on. I never started a channel to talk about my son at all. He would love it, though. He would. He absolutely would love it. I know he would. Um, but that is not what I started about. And I didn't even bring drugs up on here. I just literally was faced with crackheads and I mentioned it. That's actually the only way that happened. I wasn't trying to talk about it. I didn't come on here to talk about drugs. But when people said, I should be careful saying that word, I'm not going to be careful saying that word. I'm not ever going to be careful saying that word. I don't have to be careful saying it. I don't have to like that shit, and I'm not going to pretend I do. On anyone's panel, my mouth seriously don't have a filter. Oh my God, I know. I don't have a filter either. I don't. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. But it is what it is. I always say, if you I've tried. I think I'm very good at people. I love people. I love a lot of people, and I always say, I almost can't say no if somebody asks me something. If it's not illegal or immoral, then I will say yes, even if I don't want to. I just can't help it. But when you tell me to do something, I guarantee you I'm not going to do it. It's not happening. Never. I do not like to be pushed around at all, and I won't. I spent at the house. It was absolute shit show. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't. I'm like, oh my God, no, sorry, that's gonna be a big fat no. I never thought I'd make a channel showing my life and live and shop and makeup, and even doing just that, I've been attacked, dragged, and trashed. Oh, you have a channel, Jenny Lee? Okay, I wanna will you put your link up for us? Um, yeah, I do. I brush it off. I actually felt pretty good because a lot of people I've talked to, and then we've ended up having a good discussion. People that were angry at me, and they honestly just didn't know. You never know who's going to see this, Chucky. You may save a life. Wow. Well, that would be awesome. Um, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I felt really kind of creeped out when I got that message today because it was very clear. She was trying to let me know that she knew shit about me that I didn't think she knew. And that I was not on any it was not on anybody's show. Yeah, like I said, if you find me, if I say something that's I'm just not gonna do it. I can't I have to be true to myself. No, and people should say the truth. Right. don't need anybody to give me a bunch of bullshit. Why would I need that? I don't need anyone to blow smoke up my ass. I don't need it. I'm good. Don't worry about it. And I'll be honest with you. I told my kids their whole life, you cannot be a liar, a thief, or a lazy ass. Unacceptable. That's unacceptable behavior. It's not anything I'm going to put up with. And people in general are not going to deal with that. And what I've always said is, if I tell you something, if I thought that people said, oh, Jackie told me that, so, yeah, I don't know. No, you can take it to the bank. I understand everybody doesn't know that. I get it. But I would hate like hell if people thought, oh, I don't know, because Jackie said it. I'm not sure about that. No, that's unacceptable. And, we all know those people when you're like, okay, well, I would love to believe that, but I really can't. That sucks. I'm not going to be that person. Right. Just say what the hell. I don't have to like it. I don't have to like how anybody feels. And it doesn't even mean I dislike you. Everyone's allowed to feel what they think. If I start lying about shit, then why bother? Then you got to try to keep up with that shit. I mean, this is what I'm saying. People who do that stuff, they cause themselves a lot more problems. Because if I had to try to keep track of it, this mouth would not. It would just tell on itself every damn day, all day. I can't keep track of that kind of shit. I don't want to. That's too much crap in my head. I'm not good at blowing smoke. And after 60 years, don't think I ever will be. No, that is so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a wild card every once in a while. That's so funny. When my daughter was in labor with my grandson, my son and I were on the way to the hospital in the middle of the night, and I was doing all kinds of this and that, and my son was like, Mom, can you just not be yourself right now? And I said, really? No, I am who I am. I can't change that. If I could not be myself, I probably would have done it for myself several times. I can't change who I am. 54 years old, pretty sure it's not going to change at this point. That's what you get. Yeah, it's got to be hard to keep up with the lies. I think to myself, God, criminals just really I would be so wound up every once in a while. Right. Yeah, just for your sake, could you not be a whack job? Well, no, not so much. Oh, really? Wow, thank you. I'm feeling pretty damn old these days. Until I was almost 40, and I was like, this is weird because I feel like I'm 18. I really do. I feel I just feel really young. I don't feel young anymore at all. I feel really old all of a sudden. I get super, super tired. That 1-year-old wears me out. And he's definitely getting very spoiled. Today I said, okay, these cries, you're not hurt. You are not hurt at all. You're a little bit of a stinker. You're a spoiled boy is what you are. And that's okay. I love it. I want them to be spoiled. Hey, did you say somebody sent you a message like threatening one? Sorry, been in and out, making dinner, taking care of a sick kiddo. Yeah, take care of my angel for sure. Yeah, well, it wasn't threatening, but it was definitely letting me know that she knew shit that was not on anybody's deal. Yeah, I was gonna text it to you, but I know that you're busy, so I didn't. It was kind of creepy. Right. Truth is way easier to keep up with. I know. I've known people that like lie when I think the truth would be better. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you even put yourself through this shit? I don't get it. When you lie, you have to keep lying to cover up the first. Right. Also because you were live and couldn't see your chat, dude. Oh, you know what? I actually looked up today how to have a mod, and I made my husband a mod, but it doesn't show that. I did do it though today. Maybe I didn't do it right. It said that he was, but it doesn't show that. No, that's so true. Oh my God, that's hilarious, Jenny. Oh my God, the other night I was like, okay, I'm going to try to stay up till 9, but good God, I don't know if I can do it. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. And you're tired. Yep. Yep. Give him some love. He's got big football going on this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good. Because, yeah, I tried to make you one too, and it didn't work out for me. So, yeah, apparently, I need help. Every once in a while, I pull some shit off by myself. So I thought maybe I was doing that. Well, that's what I thought, Tina. I thought that maybe I couldn't, but I read all the steps today and I did it. And I thought it worked, but it doesn't appear to have. No, I don't feel threatened. I just feel like I just feel weird, and I just didn't like the feeling it gave me. Yeah, we don't need everybody sick because we're going to Vegas, baby. We're going to Vegas. I've been doing this almost a year and still know nothing about like. Then she back home. She always wanted to go back, but she passed away 2 years ago. I'm sure. Well, what can I do to help anybody? I mean, I kind of only know how to do lives. I do know how, but not really. I mean, not really. Um, oh yeah, I'm sorry she didn't get back. That's too bad because it is an awesome place. I love Arizona very much. It's a great place. It's hot. It's hotter than snot, but it's like a snot rocket. It's a hot snot rocket, I think. Yes. I am sorry about that. In Tempe, we're very close to Tempe. Yeah, it is too hot. It is. The winter is, yep, 2 seasons, hot and hotter. Yep. You just about guarantee if you wear a long sleeve, at some point you're going to be annoyed with yourself about it. It's going to get too hot for it. What? What do you mean, Jackie? What do you mean? I'm in Virginia. It's 55. How to make mods on? I have not made a snot rocket shirt yet, but I am going to. Oh, you know it. You know what I'm wearing tonight? Look, this is this shirt I'm wearing tonight. My justice for Quentin. Oh, I tried that. Maybe it is because I don't have enough subs or something. Because I did that, like you're saying right now, when I was there. Thank you. Me too. I love it. Um, when I was in Savannah, I tried that. It didn't work. And then I did it today exactly what the instructions said to do on the computer, and it didn't work. So I think maybe I just can't have one yet, which is fine. I think I'm okay with that. I don't care if people say bad things to me. I'm okay with that. Or this will probably be the last week at the limp. I don't know that they're going to find him. That I don't think they're ever going to find him. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see what you're saying now. Uh, okay. Um, okay, so if I click on Mr. Snotty, wait, where did he go? Oh God. Oh, I don't know. It's not letting me do anything. I have put a star by his name. Oh wait, what did I miss? Yeah, I sure hope so. Oh, okay. So I'll look. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. I think I might understand what you're saying now. Did it work? Did it work? Okay, it says it worked. Okay, I'm gonna get that rid of that now. Okay, it says it worked. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. You don't feel any different? Oh, he is? How do you guys know? And you too, Fig, right? don't know. I can't see anything, but that's okay. It worked for you too, Fig, right? Oh, wow, I did something. Oh my gosh. Wow, thank you. I feel very accomplished. Oh, you can tell Mr. Snotty too? How awesome. Oh, I'm very excited about this. Like big things, right? I have a community page and I have been trying to work on my Facebook for the channel. Oh, I did this too, right? And I didn't know. I was trying to figure out how to make him a mod, and now I got that up there. I don't know how all this works. What? You know what? My daughter always says, you know what? Just leave things alone. Yeah, well, I just started a page on Facebook. I don't really, I just been trying to work on it a little bit at a time. Great content and not worry about so much over the chat. Oh, okay. You're doing great. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, I really appreciate it. If you click a person's comment on StreamYard, it will pop up on screen. Oh, okay. See, I was doing that because I was trying to make him a mod. I wasn't understanding, but so do you have a wrench too, Fig? Well, so what would always happen is like I would mess my phone up. And by the way, I didn't want to bother you, Fig, but I've done something real screwy with my text messages. I've messed that up a lot too. Um, and I'm sure got your back and won't put up with the trolls. Thank you. That's awesome. I got a new phone and I'm like, I cannot get text messages. I don't know what's happening. So my daughter had to fix it. And then I just did something else to it. And so I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to do. I'm just, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But every time, even one time I blocked her and she was like, you blocked me. And I said, no, I could not have done that because I don't know how to block anybody. But I had blocked her accidentally somehow. I don't know. So I do. But what I used to do all the time is I would say, just because it's a phone, I actually use it for a camera. So don't try to talk to me on my camera. I don't have time for that. And now I'm like, it's kind of my TV now. So, just don't be calling it. I don't like when it rings. That's funny. I actually accomplished something really cool. I'm so excited right now. Have you really enjoyed it? Because I feel like I've just jacked the whole thing up. I didn't even stay on task. I have a really hard time staying on task. Oh, thank you so much for being here. I'm very happy you were here. I hope you come back. I hope you come back. It's been fun for me too, even though I didn't do anything I was supposed to do. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my God. I feel really excited. Yes, good night, Tina. Thank you so much. Oh, I get it. I get you. Yeah. It's still early here. That's the bad thing. But not as much now with daylight savings because Arizona doesn't change. No, she gets all annoyed when I call from the grocery store. Do you have an idea how many fabric softeners I have? Seriously, I'm like, okay, just get whatever the hell you want then. Obviously, I want Downy, but just get some. I know every time it rings, I'm like, what the hell is somebody doing calling me? They know I don't want that. Oh, that is funny. Yeah, I'm a shit. I am a shit. Yeah, that's what I always thought daylight savings, it needs to be turned around. When I lived in Wyoming, it was like, okay, it would be get dark at 9 or 5. Really, I think if you turned it around, 8 and 6 or something. But in Arizona, we don't recognize it. So now I'm only 2 hours behind East Coast instead of 3. So that's kind of nice. Even though, just so everybody knows, I have not heard back from Carol this time. I've not heard back from her. I don't know if anyone has seen her, but kind of feel like I want to stalk her down or something. A little nervous about it. Just throwing that out there if anybody has seen her. Yeah, I think it's silly. And it was weird. I grew up in Arizona, so I was like, okay, when I would tell people when I moved away from here, people were like, well, maybe you don't remember that you did it. Everybody does it. And I'm like, no, Arizona doesn't. I would know. And Carol Durant is what her name would come up. I know. It's weird. She wasn't here for a while and I reached out to her and she said, yeah, she had been a little bit under the weather, but she's coming back and she never has. I just hope she's okay. Um, yeah, because even when I moved to Philippines and they do it everywhere on the planet except for Arizona. So people were always like, "Oh, that's really sad that you didn't ever know your time changed." And I'm like, "No, it's not sad because it didn't change." No, I'm not going to go back. I wanted, I just wanted to. I went and yeah, I hope she's okay too. Yeah, it seems very weird. Yeah, I'm not going to go back. It was kind of a shit show, and I mean, I had reasons to be there, and I wanted to show a home where bad things happened and people ignored it, and so I did that, and I can't go too much anyway because I watch my grandson, so my daughter-in-law had to take time off work for me to go, and I can't do that too much. I can't do that to them. Yeah, I lived in the Philippines. Actually, I lived there during Mount Pinatubo. Me and my babies evacuated from there in '91. Oh, I messed up that. So that wouldn't hurt me. Yeah, no. Don't worry about that. Well, thank you for saying that. And I appreciate that. I really did want to say that I wanted to go right off the bat. I was really wound up about it. And I would love to go all the time. I can't all the time. It's right before 7. Oh, you voted in daylight savings? Is that a thing? Wow. Are you looking to do any kind of streams on foot to keep his mood? Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I'm not trying. I just thought, like last night, I thought, I don't want. I don't want to be beating a dead horse or anything and try to talk about the same thing. And I keep checking to see if anything's changed, and and there's been nothing. And really, I haven't even tried to keep up on the house itself. I know there's just a lot of drama going on, and I just really don't want to get involved in it. Um, but as far as where things are at right now, there's really nothing to say. But absolutely, I want to see that through. And I will tell you this though, if and when there's ever a trial, I will go to that. 100%. I'm going. That baby feels like my baby. I mean, he just really got my heart so hard. The very beginning, just that face really does something. And no, I will go to that trial. Absolutely. And I'm not letting go of any of it. I remember in one of your live streams, you tend to go down rabbit holes. I do also. I know I do go down rabbit holes really bad. Yeah, that's kind of the thing I think my son was talking about when he said, "Can you not be yourself right now?" They say things like that to me. My kids do. Right. Yeah, I would think it's probably better not to, because you get all that nonsense going in there, and wow, that was a lot. That was just too much. I've also been digging into Bubba's death. Oh, have you? You know what? I was thinking about that. I'm interested in where it happened, any kind of variable. Oh, that is so wild, because it was weird that morning. The people were saying it on my live, and I wasn't catching it. And then the news came and told us that they were headed to Girard because of that. That was, I mean, I don't believe in coincidence, but what did that really mean? I don't know. That it was just pretty wild that happened. And so much happened while I was there that I just feel like, wow, I keep almost forgetting about that. And then I'm like, oh my, then there's that. I know, right? That's crazy. His son and both his parents, but a hit and run, that is really crazy. Oh, yeah. See, that's, you know, if I don't know something, I'm just going to say, this is what I think. And that's why when I told you guys that I told that girl she's lying, it's because she was lying. Straight up, she was lying. I didn't say I think she's lying. I didn't say I think she's a crackhead. I said she's lying and she's a crackhead because I know that she is. No, you're right. It's not going to make shit up. I'm going to make it real. No, that would be awesome, Top Hat, because that does seem very odd, doesn't it? I don't know. Right. That's a lot. It is. Now, he lives with his girlfriend, right? Near a fish place. See, I don't know where it happened at. I just know it was on the side of the road. He was changing a tire. That's why I told you guys I wouldn't be comfortable living near them people, and I don't blame that babysitter one bit for wanting to get the hell out of there. I wouldn't feel comfortable living around them, even if they didn't have a thorn in their ass for me. For her, I think she should. Yeah, that's an awful lot to go through. He's very young. It's crazy. So crazy. I couldn't believe it when I heard it that morning. Near a fish place, I think. Yeah. They're all very young. But you know what's really kind of crazy is that if you notice, he recorded their conversations a lot. He was pretty smart about some of that for being so young. Because he recorded Leilani when she admitted to setting him up for stealing that change. And then he recorded Billy Joe recently. It's pretty smart. I think he pretty much knows who he's dealing with. I know, right? How do you do that? And then how would we send anything? I don't know how you do that. Right. Because they are a, I don't think people really want to deal with them. Like I said, I'm not afraid of them, but I could see that babysitter, that's not a good thing. And that's why I'm saying Molly gave her the money. She said she gave her the money to move. And she didn't do it online. She didn't do it. So when they want to say that, that doesn't drive. Yeah. She blamed him for her stealing change. I mean, what? God. She broke into someone's house and stole their change. The story goes, again, this is what I've heard. I don't know. But they say that she literally went in there to steal the change. Like, that's what all she went in there for. That's crazy. Oh, are you serious? Oh my gosh. Yeah, she probably felt better with people there, Jesse, I bet. Because they're just right there. They're just like catty corner, just across the street right there. I wouldn't feel comfortable living there. Like I said, even if they didn't have an axe for me, I wouldn't feel comfortable living near them. And there's just shit going on there all the it's a mess. It's a mess. Oh, I feel sad. Well, I understand that she's moving and I hope she does. Now, I would think that people in the house are going to be having a new residence themselves in the local jail and then in a state prison. Hopefully. Yeah, I bet she, yeah, that's, what a mess. I also think that either Danny's probably going to be in some kind of trouble or he's going to testify or something. I don't know what's going to go on there. There's more to that than we know about. Again, I'm not saying that we should know about it, but something's going to happen with all the adults that were in the house that night because they know what happened. I mean, they probably all know what happened now, but when it happened, they knew it. They had to. Yeah, I need to look into that more too. Oh, I'm missing people's stuff here. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, see, Faye, great minds think alike. Mhm. Yeah, obviously though, and he had to have been really young when he did it before. I kind of feel that way too, Jess. I do. It's got to be something like that. And who was it? Somebody talked to, I don't know. I don't know who it was. But just talking, I know quite a while back somebody talked to Jaden, one of someone who used to hang out with Leilani and watch the older boy. Um, he said she's she is not violent. I mean, I don't know if he said violent. I don't know if that's the word he said, but in a relationship, she would be the one that would be the aggressor physically. This is how she grew up. I think her and her mom were friends and not, they didn't have a mother daughter thing. I think they were friends. Was it just, okay, I was going to say somebody, yeah. Couldn't remember where I heard that at. But yeah, and I think that they both, I think whenever things like her mom wanting to evict her was just because they would just have a hassle. And then they'd get over that and go back to doing drugs and doing whatever the hell they do. Oh, I think we kind of went on to the boyfriend. um, and just kind of about all, I would say both. Yeah, pretty much the adults in that house know what happened. I believe everybody that was in the house that night knew what happened. Whatever, I'm not saying what role anybody took. I don't know anything for sure, but you can't tell me some of this went on and the boyfriend doesn't know. So we kind of feel like maybe he's going to testify or be a witness or something like that. Yeah, when that goes to trial, I'm going 1,000%. And I'm not saying I won't go back there before that happens, but I definitely can't leave my baby. Mm. And you know what? Having those people over there, having the people in that house on drugs and the people coming to hang around and start ruckus on drugs, I'm not afraid of them, but you know what? I don't really like being around that kind of crowd. And it turned it all into something else. It turned it into not about that baby. That really did annoy me. Right. They all know. They do. At this point, they definitely all know. Right. Well, that's why we're kind of thinking he must be some kind of a witness. The way he did just take off. Yeah, there's something really weird going on. But those people trying to act like that, they took away from it being about the baby. That that was stupid. And whenever you see the family doing that stuff, playing those games and shit, that does not make them look good one bit. It was. It was a shit show, and it was unbelievable. I couldn't really hardly believe the nonsense going on. Oh, thank you, Top Hats. I hope so. I was trying really hard to. and I was trying to figure out what they were doing. Oh, you know what? I did watch that you sent me today when they were. That was actually kind of funny because, of course, I didn't realize that was going on. But when they were like, watch your back," like I was going to do something to them. Yeah, I watched that clip you sent me. Real, like in the middle of the night, I watched it. I woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. That was crazy the way they were saying. And on their live, of course, I could hear it when you sent me that clip, but I couldn't hear all of that. I just heard a bunch of stuff. It was, couldn't really understand what was happening. I kept hearing $10,000, and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That was so funny, actually, when I heard them say, "Told you to watch your back," and I was like, well, I'm not going to hurt anybody. That was funny. And then she had all those papers. She couldn't even figure out. She had that folder with all those papers, and she had them all mixed up. And I was like, "Oh my God, she's making me a nervous wreck with all that crackhead stuff." Yeah, that did seem really weird having that perspective. Yeah. And so I think probably maybe that's how some people heard things that went on, but no, definitely Nonsense made a comment that didn't sit well with me. That's okay. I'm not worried about her. Very difficult to follow. Yeah, it was. It was. There were times when I was just kind of sitting there going, oh, just watching this whole thing. And then all of a sudden, um, Lisa would say, "You should probably film this." And I'm like, oh, I kind of forgot. It was just got to be a lot. Got all having that banner up with Cher's channel on her picture cash. Right. See, that's what I'm saying. How are you attacking other people when you are doing that crap? That was something else. That was very tacky. Yeah. I mean, it was just trashy. It was very trashy. And I'm okay with people calling me names about it. I know what I was doing. I'm not worried about that. And I got a little carried away, I think, with being attacked on that. But really, I don't care. I actually don't. They can say whatever they want to. I know who I am. I know who I am. And who I am is somebody who has a text message that doesn't know how to view it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing. Frazzled, I was so. Oh, you were upset? No, it ended up making me feel like I think I said it one time and I meant it. I started to feel like, you know what, I shouldn't even be here because I wasn't trying to be part of this. I really had no idea that those other people were going to come there. I knew people were throwing mud. I knew that part because that person had recorded her phone conversation um, with Betty, and I was like, "Oh God, really?" That bothered me. I didn't know people were there doing that. I didn't get all that part. Kind of seems like people were slowing down to read the banner or would it impede traffic. Like I'll say, in my opinion, maybe I'm. No, I will say, people. A lot of that did. I kind of felt like that was happening. There was some. issues with traffic over a lot of that. I mean, nothing that was like, it didn't cause a holdup or anything, but people really had to, people were a lot of times going on crossing the center or crossing the line to get past and stuff. Yeah, see, yeah, Mr. Stani's right. It did, but it not like it was a main road or something. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, I did. I liked having Lisa with me for sure. Okay, see, that's just it. I'm thinking, who was calling the cops 50 times? That I don't know. I do think that probably it is something that, I can see police not wanting to have to keep dealing with it. I do think though that I that crackhead was very disrespectful to the cop. She spoke to him through the bullhorn. She absolutely did that. I I was very surprised that they were allowed that because I wanted to tell her, "Hey, don't just stop." I didn't get in mix like that, but Lisa, oh Lisa, yeah, oh yeah, Lisa was awesome. I loved having her there with me. Oh, how weird is that? Well, that's like I told you guys when I was there. If this right here is my friend, then I got some shit. And this person's coming to my house, it's not a good idea. Right? It was the Amazon was just a place. Right? That is so weird. So weird. God. See, there's too many games going on for anyone to tell me they care about that baby. And then you want to tell me I don't care about him. That is all I cared about. I didn't want anything to do with that shit. And the Amazon thing, I don't even know what to say. So they're dreaming up nonsense like this and then going and putting garbage out, littering. Actually, that's a crime. If she's my friend, I got a problem. Right. My life's not going the way I want it to go if that's my friend. Right. That's what I'm saying. And you're acting like, oh, these other people are being, don't care about the baby. Really? And what the hell you're doing? They ought to be trying to help her save up for an attorney because she's going to need one. Playing music and carrying on. So she's disrupting the neighborhood as well. My personal opinion is her presence in the neighborhood is disruptive. Right. They don't. And they didn't care about that kid is why this happened. They never did. The problem is that the authorities didn't also. CPS didn't either. A big failure. A very big failure. Oh yeah. The fact they didn't arrest her. That's why I used to watch my dad when people would. I watched a little girl spit in my dad's face one time, and I was like, "Oh, I would never have even dreamed of doing that." And a lot of times, cops they just have to put up with stuff because I thought, "Oh my God, my dad's going to lose his mind." They just have to deal with it. I sure shit can't handle someone spitting on me. Yeah, disrespect was absolutely trash, crackhead, and disrespect was 100% what went on there. Shit show. And it is really too bad. Yeah, it's not funny at all. I mean, some of it. And I even miss the clown. And I miss the hot pink going out dress. Someone's going to get slapped. I don't know if you guys heard the things that girl was saying. I can't even say it out loud. It was so gross. Oh my God. They said on Justin's live, the governor just found out about. Oh, I don't care for that governor, but I'm not a big fan. I guess we don't know who the new governor is there because I don't know about elections right now. It is election day. Does somebody want to hear something kind of funny about the first big mistake, naming her prime suspect? No, you're right, because and I wonder about that, Top Hats. Did they do that because Billy Joe put that out there and so they felt they had to? But you're right. Why would they even say that? I've been trying to figure that out myself. And I think it's because Billy Joe put it out there. But they should not have. No. I'm not getting a lot of it for sure. You know, you try really hard to figure out that, or to think that there is reasons for things. Oh my God. So Mr. Snotty, he used to work for a Japanese company for a long time. And he had some really awesome coworkers. But one of his coworkers, for sure, he would always say on election day, he would say it was erection day. So I almost always just, because so some of the weird things that we say in our family, I just always say. And it's like people must not think that I know the right way to say it, but it's just something I'm kind of. So instead of election, I almost just said it's erection day because we just say that now. I love that. I just reminded you it's election day, not erection day, right, Mr. Snotty? I love that. I know. I don't. How did you guys ever watch? Did you ever watch Misery? So I always want to. I cannot help it. I have to say Don Perignon because, and I know that's not the right way to say it, but I almost can't say it right just because of Misery, that movie. I don't think so. I really think he got caught up in the media. I haven't jumped. Yeah. Well, because that would be really stupid to just do it because of that, but it didn't seem right. That was so weird that they did. Okay, so this was my thinking. I thought he said that, and I really believed like she was going to be arrested the next day. That's just what I assumed. Is Mr. Gucci? What day is it? It's erection day. Right. Do you say Don Perignon? I always tell Mr. Snotty, one of these days we're going to have to celebrate something with some Don Perignon. Yeah, because she tells him that she knows that as soon as he finishes his book every time, that he has a cigarette and a glass of Dom Perignon. Yeah, we do that in our family. We just have certain words we don't say them right. Well, it was right after those deleted posts um, by Billy Joe came out. Remember where she told her friend that he was in the landfill? That's the only reason I thought, is that possibly why? Because she had put that out there, but because I thought they were going to bring that out and then arrest her. That's what I thought was going to happen. But then that never happened. So I thought, why did they do that? Why did they come out and say that? That didn't make any sense. They should not have done it. No, they had a search warrant right off the bat because they were checking. They were doing luminol tests and stuff in there right away, pretty much right away. Wow, we've been on here 2 hours. Wow. And I never ever went over this stuff. I'm so bad. Yeah. Do you remember in the very beginning, they were checking the dumpster and they were putting stuff up on the windows and doing like luminol tests and stuff. And remember then the pool, there was all kinds of stuff that went on. And then all of a sudden they said she was a prime suspect. So I thought, okay, they're going to arrest her. That's what I thought. And then they didn't. So I wondered why they said it. I don't think they've handled the press part very well at all. And I do think that this has gotten bigger than anything. They haven't known how to handle this. I don't think they know how to handle it. They do have to have something. I'm sure they do. What I believe that they have surveillance, because there has to be surveillance. There's no way you don't. In today's world, you literally are being taped. Everything you do is being taped. And we haven't actually seen even any gas station, them stopping at a light, nothing. We haven't seen anything. There's no way that there's not something out there. And so for them to know where to search at landfill, they have to have known where to start. But it does take also a lot of time to sit and sift through all these different videos in different places and stuff. But the FBI, right in the very beginning, was searching their dumpster. Like day 2 or 3, I can't remember now. Pretty quickly. They pretty quickly were in the dumpsters. I can't think back. I have to go back and look. But very quickly, they were in the ponds all around there. And because if you guys remember, almost immediately they had police officers on horses, and they had a lot out there very quickly. And they searched the ponds, and the trash, and it was FBI immediately too. FBI was searching the dumpster at least day 2 or 3 for sure. 3 maybe. They were pretty quick on it, I believe. I felt they were dispatching out all that stuff immediately. Right. No, and I think that's what they don't know. I'm only guessing. Right. What did she put? We've heard rumors that she stuck around at the dumpster till it got picked up. I don't know. We don't know that. I don't know that that's true. No, I think that I'm just assuming some people have to have like ring cameras and stuff. And then because what a lot of the talk was that she waited to call 911 until after trash pickup. I don't know if they really saw anything. I think that maybe that's just their best guess. I really have no idea. They definitely thought the dumpster right off the get-go. That was off the get-go for sure. I mean, they were checking it. I remember that happening. Yeah, that's what I heard too. I've heard that about her car at the dumpster also. But I don't know where that came from. If it's anything that we know for sure about, I don't think we know anything for sure. I just know that they have to have something has them where they're at. No, exactly right. That's what I'm saying. You're not going to sit around and go, well, let me see. How is this going to make me look? No, nobody's doing that. I don't give a shit what it makes me look like. I need you to find my kid now. Everybody. That's what I'm saying. If you think she's in somebody's house, then you just go and knock down damn doors, break into cars. Well, I'll do whatever I got to do. Justin Live tonight shows the cameras at the trailer park, then the dump. Yeah, I've seen that. No, I don't trust mainstream media anyway. Personally, I quit watching them a long time ago. They just have a narrative they want to feed you. Right. I think something has led them right to where they're at. I hope. I mean, good God, we can't just be this stupid. I don't know anymore. About the time you could say never, then don't say that. He never mentioned trailer park dumpster. He was asked in a reporter dumpster elsewhere, and that reporter was shut down. Yeah. No, they haven't. So why in the hell did he say she's a suspect? See, that is where that is the craziest part. No one even asked you that shit, and you said it and got all this going. Yeah, he has himself to thank for that shit. Dogs. Yeah, the thing with the dogs, though, they said the dogs can't go to the landfill because of the chemicals. That's why the people are wearing hazmat suits. It's not safe for dogs to go there. Yeah. Yeah, that is, of course, that is how it is. I don't know the smell, but I have heard that once you smell it, you'll never. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Top hats. Oh wait, working too. Oh, you're right. Okay, on one of them. But my understanding is the trailer, the park itself had some. Yeah, the one wasn't working. Yeah, I did hear that. Hmm. Well, and their alarm system was turned off, or the cameras were off at their house, but the door was open from 2 to 5, 2 to 6, something like that. Can't remember right now. Yeah, but there are cameras everywhere. I mean, whenever you go down that road to go out of that housing area, you go up to a light. I guarantee there's lights, there's cameras there. It is very rural, but yet, I mean, it's not, there are cameras. It's hard to explain. There are cameras everywhere. I don't know where they're at. I just think about something and I start getting ads for it. So I'm not sure where the hell everything's at. I don't think you can get away from it these days. So there's no way that there's not something. And then there was so much confusion about Danny was late for work, but then he was right back home. I don't understand any of it. Right, Jesse? Like, how the hell do you know I was thinking about that? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I've never smelled it. I don't want to. Yeah, people know what the hell is going on in my head. So I didn't see a silver car there at all. But I couldn't really see a lot. It was hard to see over the fence. There was the black Range Rover that came out and talked to, I think it was yeah, talked to the crackheads. Wait, what? A shampoo. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not sure. I missed something. Um, the silver car. I never saw a silver car at all. I just saw a white truck. You know what? When I was there, I never saw Dawn. That's the best friend, uh, Billy Joe's best friend. She had been there all along, but I never saw her when I was there. The guys come up to the fence, the gate thing a lot. Right, right. That is absolutely true. I know. Like one time, I took the grandkids to one of the aqua, swimming place around here. And then we went to McDonald's and got something to eat. Well, I didn't put anything on my phone. All I did was I wasn't even on my phone doing nothing. And pretty soon it was like, how was your trip to McDonald's? And I'm all, who the hell told you I went to McDonald's? Yeah, I do too. Wait, now she was the gold colored truck, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ruth was the gold. Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Top hats. Yeah, I didn't see her at all when I was there. And I was kind of surprised because she was there all the time before. What do you think of the big banner placed on the fence yesterday? See, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see. Um, I haven't looked at anything that was outside the house. I really have just been checking like news stuff to see what's and Twitter, that kind of stuff. Because I'm like that, all that hullabaloo is just too much of a circus for me. I just didn't care about it. Danny's ex-girlfriend is on Prayer Garden of America tonight. Another one wanting her future. Danny's ex-girlfriend. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to see. Put in a truck. Yeah, that sounds about right. I felt like I missed a day. Well, I kind of did miss a day with the travel, um, but it seemed like a lot was different by the time I got there. Maybe I just didn't understand. Wait, where is she? Yeah, it's kind of a mess. It's not kind of a mess; it's a big mess. But I wonder about the sign, the banner. What does it say? Do you know? If you want to, if it's something stupid, it's really going to annoy me. Putting up signs to go and subscribe to Cher's channel. How is that not trying to be a tragedy camp or whatever it is they call it? Yeah, that's what happened. So I was there. Um, yeah, I would traveled all that day before, so I missed a lot. Cher's face. Shut up. Oh my God. Wait, hey, I'm a Nubian. Found you while you were in Georgia. Thanks for help. Oh, hello, Louisiana lady. Welcome. Yeah, we just been chatting about all this stuff tonight. Well, the banner that says it covers the whole gate. Oh, does it really? I actually haven't seen that. I haven't looked at anything outside of there. I really felt I don't want to be any more part of that circus of nonsense. And they love her and subscribe. See how I don't get how you can act like that's okay. Wow. I don't understand. Leilani, is that what you mean? Didn't want to take her older boy to the hospital? Oh, hey, counting characters. It says share the voice behind the wall. Hey, counting characters. See, I haven't even looked because I'm like, this is so stupid. What's going on in that house is really ridiculous. To think that they are. Oh, thank you, Louisiana lady. I'm glad I did too. I was super tired. So they're putting money like that in there and carrying on. It's not stopped. Wow. That is so annoying, actually, to me. I Right. How did they pay for that? Unbelievable. But they want to say that Oh, it's wow. These people make me so angry. Yeah, I a lot of it does for me too, I guess, but during the day I have my baby and he has an ear infection. He just really wants Dobby to hold him a lot. And I hold him a lot. See, how do they do that with a straight face? When they got in my face and said that I was there to make money. I don't have a cash app. I didn't make a dime. And this is the shit that they're doing. They are not doing themselves any favors with their behavior. I mean, wait till this kind of crap goes into court. Because it will. And how are you going to talk about this crap? He's not a happy Jack. He's happy still, but he does, he just still feels a little bit bad. They are giving prosecutors lots of ammo. No, that's exactly right. They act like complete idiots. If you would have seen it, if you would have stood there, and then now, whenever Top had sent me that link where they were showing me coming up to them and saying, "Watch your back, watch your back," like I was going to do something to them. So weird. Their behavior is, it says drugs and bullshit all over it. It is so thick over there, you can't even believe it. That's why to say that the disruptions coming from protest, I mean, the protesters aren't there and they still have this a big old thing out there. Cher's doing it all. Cher absolutely is. She has to be. Sketchy, right. It is so sketchy over there. I'm telling you, you would not want to live there. And it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. A lot of the homes just look like you would love to raise your family in it. I would not want to live there. There is some definite sketch. And who the hell throws garbage and fish heads and all this crap all over their own lawn? I mean, who in the hell does that? I don't know. I can't. They cannot be helping themselves. Nothing they're doing is helping themselves. And I think they're committing more crimes right there. They're going out and getting drugs and stuff. People say in the middle of the night. I don't know, obviously. I did it. What's funny is that link you sent me, Top Hats, I heard crackhead saying she's never done drugs in her life. That is a bold-faced lie. Cher's collecting money so she can go stay with Billy. She said she's waiting on her passport. What a lie. I was going to say, I don't believe that. Yeah, I don't believe she's going anywhere. That's exactly right. And that's the way things are supposed to be. We could take a lesson from animals because they take care of their young. No, she's definitely high. All have cleared out. I watched several today, very few times did. Yeah, no, you don't. Those crackheads said they weren't there for Quentin. They admitted that. And they actually said to us that Quentin doesn't even exist. I heard that. Yeah. I've heard stories about hers. I don't know. I haven't looked anybody. That's why when she was fumbling those papers, she couldn't even get it straight. It was so damn irritating. That's why I said I don't care. I don't care. She's trying to show me all these people's criminal records. I don't care. I'm talking about what happened right here with this baby. But they had all kinds of crap. Yeah, that's what I heard about her. I heard she has that. Oh, yeah. I don't know very much about her. I just know I watched her one time and she really bugged me. I just don't care for her. She's not my cup of tea. The baby didn't exist, Top Hats? She did say that. Yeah, because they were trying to say that everybody was like making it all up, going there, making it all up for money. And now they have signs out to watch Cher. Wow. Oh, I didn't. Wow. Okay. I was going to say, I knew I heard it. I knew I didn't get it on tape, but she did say it. See, they are. How do you do shit like that? So she left her kids and moved to another country with somebody who abused them. Well, there you go. Right. I don't know when they did talk about him, other than to try to throw some shade on the babysitter and the boyfriend. That's the only time I remember them talking about him, other than back there wailing. Yep, for a man. See, that's the shit that really sets me off too. My God. Or, wow, I didn't know all that. She just does not look like anybody I care to watch. And I didn't even know all this shit. Cher's a life coach? Wow. I don't feel like she's probably that successful at it. Crackheads don't usually spend their money on that kind of stuff. Oh my God. Oh Lord, we're in big trouble, people. Oh God, that's funny. I guess I should go watch her more. I should. So on Cher's channel, probably you can see the outside of there for a great price. Yeah, yeah. I would bet it's a bargain deal for sure. Nobody's paying. The people on her channel are not paying for shit like that. Yeah, yeah. I don't think I'm buying it either. I'm gonna have to go check her channel out, I guess. Well, I think that all of a sudden, I don't know, was anybody happen to be on Devious Live today? Billy Joe had such a meltdown on her channel last night. Oh, I gotta go watch that, you guys. I didn't want to because, wow. Were you on there today, Frazzled? I was getting like unbelievably annoyed. She is way too sweet. That woman with all that life coach shit, and I'm like, oh my God, stop it. Did she irritate the shit out of you? I wanted her to be kicked off so bad. Smoke this blunt before. Oh my God, that's good. Yeah, that's the way I feel. I feel like she's really high or something. Yeah, that's what I've heard about the Summer Wells thing. Oh my God. This woman came up on panel on Devious Live today. She's very sweet. And oh, she just started going off and over the top of everybody and carrying on and on. And it was all this life coach shit. And I was like, shut up. I'm like, why are they all saying this now? And now all of a sudden, Cher's a life coach. And she looks to be about as much of a life coach as, good God, I don't even know. Oh, I was getting so frustrated. I'm like, I saw that somebody had said in the chat was like, I got to get out of here. And I was thinking, I feel like I do too. I was getting a headache. That woman was something else. This is what they're doing. They're just carrying on and on about Molly everywhere. Just drop this shit. That's a stupid. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a life coach. I want to see just how far I get with that. Oh my God. I need a life coach. I don't think but I wouldn't listen to one. That's for sure. Yeah, Frazzle, like you're not the only one. I was like, make it stop. Make it stop. No, this was in right. That's what I'm Texas Life. I think you're right. But my God, these people literally have nothing better to do. Let it go. Yeah, I think Cher's crazy. Savage and Queen Bee. Right. And what all they're just like devoting their lives to it. And then they act like everybody else is devoting their lives to go with her or something. That's why when she said that today, or she said, I have allowed my trauma to send me down the wrong path with the wrong group or something. And I'm like, you don't know me. I'm not in any group. You don't know me at all. We should all become life right. How insane is that? That is so funny. I've got to check out Queen Bee too. I don't know her. I don't know. I think Queen Bee is who named me Snot Rocket, though. So I need to. Oh, Nonsense gave me this big story today. Is that Queen Bee, the lady that? Oh, I don't know. Okay, Frazzle, you told me to check out him. I haven't checked him out, but I have heard a lot. That's what I'm saying. I can't I can't stand Nonsense's condescending voice. And she knows everything. Like I said, somebody apparently appointed her YouTube sheriff or something. She's in charge of everything. I cannot stand her. Cannot even stand her. She's doing the same thing these other groups are, but I don't think she's doing it with them. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Because I didn't understand about all this. Was it Predator Nation? Oh, I don't know. Wow, I'm going to have to get schooled because I do not know. They're all miserable. They have to be. Get over your damn self. I'm not all over these people. Serious, is Queen Bee female? Oh, I don't know. I thought you meant Nonsense because we don't know who she is. I thought that's what you meant. I don't know about Queen Bee. Nonsense. She's female. At first, we didn't know because she had that voice change over thingy, whatever. Whatever it was. She's stupid. Oh, Queen Bee sounds like nonsense. Oh, I gotta check this shit out. Yeah, she never, neither does Nonsense, never shows her face either. She just now lets her voice out. But she thinks she's in some kind of high authority. I told her that she thinks that she's the sheriff and Unirock is her Barney Five. That's what I feel about him. They spend all day, every day trying to get people to report Molly and get her channel taken down. That's all they do. Yeah, I'm just now getting familiar with it. I didn't know. No, the lady on Predator Nation sounds just like Queen Bee. Oh, okay, okay. Wow, I have to. I feel like I have a lot I need to do now. A lot of catching up. I just really kept saying, they're trying to accuse me of shit that I don't even know what they're talking about most of the time. But candle wax, I don't know. I never heard of that either. Yeah. Yeah, I think tomorrow we might change and we're just gonna have to talk about these crazy people. Yeah, you guys will have to go over to Nonsense. I didn't listen to her live today. I just listened to a little bit of her, what she was carrying on about. I know what she's carrying on about, the same damn thing every day. And she says, oh, Molly talks about the same thing every day. I'm like, are you kidding me? You guys have beat a damn dead horse till I don't even know what. Who's talking about the same shit every day? Um, Perplexed. I don't know. Oh, perplexed. We call her Camp. Oh, see, I don't know all these people. I just know I kept trying to tell Nonsense, you have all the facts and you're the only one that knows anything. I don't know who you are, but I've not seen one receipt. And you keep telling everybody that they have this misinformation. I have an opinion based on what I've seen. That's just a fact. No one told me what to think. And she talked to me a little bit, but then she got hateful and told me to get lost. You knew your name. Someone on the chat live I sent you knew my name. They kept asking who you were, and someone in chat typed, oh, yeah, I don't know them. I'm going to have to watch all that. I went to the spot you told me to because all that shouting was irritating me. See, this is what I'm thinking. Frazzled, I'm glad you said that because my thinking is you want to call people all these, whatever you call them. Okay. First of all, I think that whatever, but they spend every single day, all day talking about Molly. And so they always put her name in their title, I assume. I know that's what Nonsense and Unirock are doing. So how are they not doing that? She's another one always. Yeah, see, I don't think it's okay to get rid of anybody. I don't think it is. It's not okay to, this cancel culture is not okay. You don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you, but you have every right to say it. No one better talk. Oh, thanks, Jesse. That's nice. Another one I can't stand. Who is that? She's the one always on her stuff trying to get out. going to protest the Jared guy. Who's doing that? Oh, I gotta look. Let me see. Oh Lord, I don't know. Oh wow. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. Top hat. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. See, I get annoyed with people that are on drugs doing all their stuff. Yeah, there are. I guess so. Louisiana. I guess so. I didn't realize that. Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. How are you being any different to what you're saying is happening here? That's way I was getting what I was getting out of it. I probably have too. My God, yeah, I probably have too. You guys probably think I smoke inside my house. I don't. Well, I we smoke in this room. This is our Arizona room, our Gilbert room. We don't smoke in our main house. I'm thinking, oh, people probably watch me going, oh wow, that's gross. Time marked. And yeah, I would imagine top hat. I'm sure. Good night. See, this is my problem. They're so hell bent to get people to not like her. Why worry about it? Why do you want to worry about somebody? I don't get all that. Like that lady that was on Devious panel today, that was so crazy. Oh, I had a headache fast. And she has such a sweet voice and was being very tolerant. I would have said, hey, you got to shut up, lady. That's funny. Yeah, I live in Arizona. That's funny you say that. No, that is hilarious. I always say that too. Nobody pays my bills. No one tells me what the hell to do. I always told my kids when they were little, take care of yourself. When you let someone pay for you, then they get to have a voice. Nobody gets a voice in my life. I'll live in a box behind Walmart before someone pays my bills and tells me what the hell to do. I can't live like that. Right, but you know what? That doesn't mean that I'm a minion or I'm there a troll for her. That's what she is always saying to me, that I'm going down this wrong path and shit. First of all, you don't know me. We're not talking about me anyway. I'm saying if you are going to talk about what someone's doing, then you're doing it worse. Do you guys listen to Unirock? Spend 5 hours a night talking about Molly, saying the same shit over and over. I can't believe anyone listens to his ass. But because he does that, he gets a lot more views than his normal nonsense. But he says Molly's all about money. What in the hell is he all about? None of it makes any sense. And I'm just like, just shut up. You're carrying on about the same thing every single day, all day. If nonsense is not related to Dre McCray, then I do not know what the hell is up with her. Something is wrong with her. She is way too involved in this. And she does. She thinks that she is the damn sheriff in town. That irritates me really bad. She literally says to everybody all the time, please go and watch all of my videos so you can find out the truth. Who said it's a truth? Argument has merit, rules can be modified. Yep. No, that same thing. Same thing. Yep. Pay your own bills. You get to have all. You get to run that show. You ain't running my show. Yeah, I've. That's who I end up being. Are you? Oh, who's nonsense? Yeah, I guess maybe I get turned off very quickly. I only came on to YouTube whenever well, I used to always look up how to thread my needle on my sewing machine because I only sew like once a year. And then when I would try to make crochet certain things for the grandkids, I would look on YouTube. But then I started going on there when I was looking to see what was going on with Josh Duggar. And so I found Without a Crystal Ball because she was talking about him. And then I just one time put in Without a Crystal Ball and I got all this stuff and I went down a massive, massive rabbit hole. Right. So how are they not some kind of pimps? I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. You haven't heard of Without a Crystal Ball? Oh, really? See, okay, now how retarded did that get though? The Dre McRae thing. How is nonsense? If she's not related to her, then there is some weird damn shit going on. And I'm starting to think that like she is really I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's all about going after Molly. I believe that. That is her motive. She acts like it's all about this thing. I do not know, but it is absolutely insane. Yeah, different. Oh, yeah, I think so. Oh God, KJ. That's what got me on it. And I'm telling you guys, I went down a rabbit hole with this KJ stuff. It got so weird. Um, that um because I didn't even realize that if I put her in, I thought I was watching her, but I was watching all these channels talking about her. I didn't even know any of that happened before that. And I started talking about this with my family where every time you turn around, my kids, my husband, everybody would be like, "Are you talking about Katie Joy?" And I'm like, it got so weird. And then I watched her drunk lives on Instagram, and it was the funniest shit I ever saw. I went down a rabbit hole. That's how I started on this whole thing. I knew as soon as Marissa got involved with Katie Joy, I knew that was going to be a big mistake. Katie Joy can't harass her at all. That girl's a nut job for sure. Oh, I am very much invested with Baby Quentin, but I'm definitely not. I don't want to be invested with the crackhead shit at all. They gave me a headache. They irritate me. But yeah, you weren't here earlier. I definitely, I plan on going there for a trial, 100%. I won't miss that. Yeah, that's how I found Molly too, because people talk about. I watch those channels that stay on top of KJ. She did. She did, and she got her ass hurt. And if anybody thinks that she's given that up, she is not. Because she don't give nothing up. That girl's crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. Her drunk lives make me laugh my ass off, though. I mean, it was crazy shit she was doing, but it was funny as crap. Yep. Yep. I think a lot of them are going to be. I am excited to go to that. We should have a little caravan across the country and pick everybody up. Like, charter a bus and everybody come and get on and we all go. Oh, I missed a lot of that because I was there too. Yeah, I missed a lot of that. I bet though, when she does those impressions, I die laughing. I can't even stand it. Right? I laugh so hard sometimes. My husband would be like, "What in the world is so funny?" What number on videos? I'm confused. Oh, I'm sorry. I pray everyone start doing this. Start paying attention to what number is on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, the number though. Oh, the hashtag. I see. I see. Okay, you're saying that. Okay, who is. Okay, I got. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what that lady yelled at me about. Hashtag crackheads. And I was like, whatever. That's what I was talking about. I see now. It contradicts herself. Choice of sentence. Kate, she totally does. She absolutely, she does. I love it. People are like, no, they literally are using your own words. Have you ever watched Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball? Oh my God. That's a funny channel. She hasn't come out with anything, but I love watching that one. Yeah, she's had a lot of lawsuits and stuff. And this last one, I think, might actually go somewhere. Oh my God, you got to watch that. It is so funny. I hope she doesn't either because she literally did cause him a lot of money. She cost him a lot of money. And she was saying things like they were human trafficking and running people down with cars. You can't just say shit like that. And she was calling their sponsors. She was making people lose money. And she bragged about it. She totally bragged about it. Because she can't help herself. When she gets drunk on live, she cannot help herself. She'll even start out saying she's not going to say it, and then she does. Oh wow, yeah, it's getting late. I think we probably better cut because I have a lot of crazy channels to watch now. And so do you guys, because you gotta watch Without a Crystal Ball versus Without a Crystal Ball. And you gotta watch her drunk lives on Instagram because that shit will make you pee your pants. Like when someone who hates on the other yet has hash. Right. That's what I'm saying. They are they're talking bad about Molly the whole time, and that's why they're doing it. I told Unirock, you are beating the hell out of a damn dead horse. I don't know why anyone's sitting here listening to the same shit all night long every night. And when I told him that, he said I was Molly. I'm like, "Okay, I'm just done. I went in here for 5 minutes because you irritate the snot out of me." Yeah, we're gonna have to. Lots of people are gonna get views tonight. You guys got to watch that stuff. It'll make you pee your pants. I'm not kidding. I think it's great. But I'm not watching funny stuff. I got to watch some really creepy, dark stuff. Sounds like. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, well, so I guess tomorrow we'll be back here talking about our what we found out because they make money doing right. That's exactly right. Oh, popcorn! I love popcorn. I get popcorn from the movie theater, a big old bag of it. Yeah, no, that's exactly right, Top Hat. That's why I'm saying shut up. Well, I wasn't saying, I'm saying go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But quit, they're telling their audience to report Molly every day so they can get her taken off. That's what I am not okay with. Carry on with your horse shit, whatever. If anybody wants to listen to that guy, I can't imagine it. He's irritating as a damn rash right on your ass. But whatever, go for it. But he is trying to get people to report her for shit. That is what I do not care for. Just let her do whatever the hell she's doing, and you do what you're doing. Shut up. Don't report people. Well, I hope it doesn't work because that's going to piss me off. I don't care how much I don't like somebody. I don't want them taken off. I just won't watch them. And let's face it, Katie Joy is funny. She's I watch channels that do that. Talk about her because it makes me laugh really hard. But okay, I'm going to get busy with all this I got to do. And you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I had a good time. I hope you guys did. I totally laughed a lot. Okay, good night, everybody. God bless. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Bye.